So I'm 1 week into my 12-week challenge to eat less sugar. I have to say it's been extremely difficult, which is why today I'm going to be sharing 3 really surprising things which have helped me cut down on sugar, as I feel it might help you too if you're on this challenge or thinking of reducing your sugar intake as well. If there's one thing that has helped me crave less sugar over time and has been extremely important on my journey, is coming to the acceptance that it's not just all about willpower. It's actually understanding why I eat sugar, and once I've understood what has set off that craving, what's triggered it, removing those triggers so that I don't eat it again. That has been so helpful. For instance, I've realised that every time I walk past this churros place near where we live, I always get churros without fail. And I've actually been taking a new route so that I don't go past that churros place. There's also a really nice cafe like in my gym which serves the best hot chocolate. I've been purposely leaving the gym through a different entrance so I don't go past that particular hot chocolate place because it's insane. And without fail, every day I would go in to get hot chocolate. So once I understood that trigger, I really crave hot chocolate now. I really crave churros now. I was able to then remove that trigger. And the same thing could be applied to you as well. If you really sit down and think about when you crave sugar and where, you can then deeply think about what can I do to then remove that trigger. It's not just willpower, but I guess coming to understand what are those emotional triggers. Am I bored? Am I stressed? Am I unhappy? What can I do to address that as opposed to turning to a sugary treat or some chocolate? And that leads me quite nicely onto my second tip. I know that by following certain cooks on social media, which do quite a lot of sugary treats, baking, can set off a sugar craving. A friend of mine, she's unfollowed quite a lot of accounts because she realised that when she was scrolling, she would then go on to make and eat a sugary treat. I thought that was a really good idea. I'm just editing the video now, and I have to say that I know that I'm not perfect. If you go on my account, you can see lots of baking recipes which are full of sugar. I'm aware of that. But I am changing the direction of my content. I definitely want to be going down a more healthier route. I do love cooking, I do love baking, but from now on it will be healthy. So before you unfollow me, I just wanted to explain myself a little. This is probably for another video, but eating all of those sweet treats and having such easy access to baked goods did have an impact on my mental health. Like I was just eating it day in and day out, and it made me feel awful. And after a while, I just thought, could I really continue promoting this sort of lifestyle without being entirely honest on the impact that it has on your body? So yeah, that's it from future me. Let's get back to the video. And you can also do the same if there's any accounts that you realise that, oh, the food here is good, but actually it prompts me to want to go for like a baked good or a sweet treat. Perhaps it's best to unfollow them. I'm actually going to head inside because it's getting quite windy. God, I just love this view. I've realised a lot that what you see can really have an impact on what you crave and what you want. Constant exposure to sweet, indulgent food, I'm even smiling when I say it, can fuel unnecessary cravings, especially if you're trying to cut back. From speaking to my friend, I realised that half the time that I was craving sugar was when I had just watched a reel on how to make a delicious chocolate chip cookie, and then I wanted a cookie. So I started to unfollow, mute those type of accounts, and actively engage with healthier accounts. I started to almost curate my feed and cut all of that out. On TikTok, if you start engaging with accounts which are healthier, very quickly the algorithm will start to give you and serve you content which is more in line with what you want. It's a really handy trick. It made such a huge difference. But my third tip is when you go shopping is to read the back of the label and not just pay attention to the front. In fact, ignore the front. It's just all marketing. Ignore the flashy label which says high protein, low sugar. Flip it over, check that sugar content. And if it's not what you deem to be good for you, put it back, don't buy it. Oh, I've actually got one more tip. You need to be prepared to slip up. You can't be too hard on yourself, like by forcing yourself to be absolutely great, not to have one slip up, not to buy one ice cream or have anything sweet, I think is a bit too harsh and a bit too unrealistic. We're all human, we all make mistakes, and in the grand scheme of things, one slip up will not dictate the rest of your week. And this week, I have to say, I slipped up twice. I walked by, as I said, my local cafe, got myself a hot chocolate, really like was quite hard on myself. But then I actually sat back and thought, you know what, it's just a hot chocolate. I now know that every time I walk by this cafe place, I will give in. So I stopped walking by there. I went out with my boyfriend and I had a gelato. And you know what, actually, after having it, it was so sweet. I actually felt a bit sick. And maybe it's because I've been cutting down on sugar. So my taste for it is not as strong, but it really was quite sickly. And I enjoyed the first couple of bites, but towards the end, I was like, I'm good. I've had enough. So I was like, right, okay, I've had my sip up. Let's look forward to the rest of the week and see what I can do there. And as a solution, I'm going to make myself a little snack drawer of healthy snacks. So next time, if I go by the gelato place, I can think to myself, no, I don't want any gelato. I've got my healthy snack drawer or healthy snacks at home, and I can have and know exactly what's in them and the sugar content and not feel guilty afterwards. And it's something which you can easily do yourself. I've got a video which is coming up on how to make your own healthy snacks in 5 minutes. You can have a little work drawer where you keep your healthy snack. It's something which you can do to really cut down on your cravings instead of just acting on impulse. Oh, and that's one more tip as well. I feel in this video I've given more than 3, but hey ho. I need to pick me up. It's afternoon. I'm gonna make myself a little matcha. But as my last tip, I've been focusing on foods which are low in sugar but still taste sweet, which has been really helpful for me. So you're still satisfying that craving, but you don't feel crap afterwards. You don't experience that sugar crash. And they're really healthy for you. So low GI foods are foods like apples, berries, pears, sweet potato, and I've been really sticking to them. I find by eating them, I'm still getting my sweet taste, but I don't feel awful after eating them. And also, I just want to disclaim all of this. I perhaps should have said this at the start. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a girl who wants to eat less sugar. So everything that I say is my opinion, what I've gotten from research. So please do not take anything that I say as medical advice. It's just, I guess, like my opinion. I really struggled, to be honest, this week. It's been difficult. I didn't anticipate how difficult it would be. I actually started a little bit of a journal and documenting when I slip up and why I think I did slip up, and that's helped a lot as well. It's been so useful. Join me on this challenge. I'm going to be sending out my first newsletter this week. You can sign up for the newsletter below. I'll be sharing all things on how to cut out sugar from your diet, low sugar snacks, low sugar desserts, and how to exercise more if you hate exercising. That video is also coming up. Of course, it helps that I'm in Spain. I think it'll be a lot more difficult once I start work. That's another thing. I found a job. It was a relief. I got the offer a couple of weeks ago and I'm so happy. I came back to Spain to enjoy my last few weeks in Spain, but I'll be going back to London. I'm really happy. Like, all my hard work has paid off in terms of applying for jobs. But now more than ever, I really need to watch my diet, because once I start working, you need to be on your A game. By having a good diet and exercising regularly will only serve to help you in the workplace. So yeah, I definitely need to get back into a routine. I need to start meal prepping, which I'll be sharing my journey on here in respect to that, and making those low sugar snacks that I can keep in my drawer so that I won't be tempted by prep or any of that when I go back. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed my video and have a lovely week. And if you do want to sign up for the challenge, I've linked it down below. I'll be sending out weekly emails so that we can be on this journey together. But have a good week. I'm going to finish off my matcha, which I admit has not been great progress. I am an absolute chatterbox. I get distracted easily. But take care, and I'll see you next week.